Hello, welcome to Monday Night Live. It's CraftyRia. I am glad you are joining me today. We've already been chatting a little bit. We have Carla and Carrie in the chat. Welcome. I am glad you are here, early birds. Carrie has been so supportive of my channel. I do appreciate that, Carrie. I want to make sure you know that. And we've had some rain today. We were talking about the weather, but it's beautiful in Pennsylvania where Carrie is, or where Carla is, I should say. And Carrie has a beautiful day, and Sharon is from Virginia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Christine. Welcome to the Monday Night Live. So today I'm going to share a few things. I've been shopping like crazy, maybe a little too much. I'm going to share some neat stuff that I've picked up. I have an Echo Park box to unbox and some Happy Mail as well. I've been to my 2 local Goodwills looking for vintage books and different books that I can use for crafting. And we have 2 Goodwills. One of them did not have their books on sale. They're the regular price. And the other one had buy 4 for the regular price. So children's books were 99 cents. So you got 4 of them for 99 cents. And paperbacks were also 99 cents, and hardcover books are $2.99. So you got 4 for each of those price, but you had to get 4 to get the special pricing. So sometimes I had a hard time finding 4. I went back yesterday to see what else they had. Yesterday was the last day of that sale, and I brought home probably way too many books, but who has too many books, right? I did find at my local Goodwill this. Does anyone know what this is? So we have Minnesota and Wisconsin. Welcome, welcome, Angela and Carrie in Minnesota, Angela in Wisconsin. Awesome. So tell me in the chat if you know what this is. It's very heavy. Of course, you can't see the weight. And these are very pokey. And I've been wanting one of these for years. And I mean like for 20 years I've been wanting one of these. And I saw it. It was brand new in the package. It was 99 cents at the Goodwill. So I grabbed it. So let me know in the chat if you know what it is. I'll set it aside and we'll come back to it, and I'll show you what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it for a non-traditional use. It's a very, very heavy metal, super heavy. So I did, yes, Christine, you are right. It is a Florist Frog. I'm not really exactly sure how it's used. I think it goes in the bottom of your arrangement maybe and holds the stems of live flowers. I'm not exactly sure. But card makers use it to display cards. So, for example, this card, you just stick it in there and it stands it up. Of course, I can't really show it with my camera angle, but you get the idea. And it will stand your card up so you can photograph your card. It is just, I don't know, one of those neat things that I've seen card makers use. Like I said, I've wanted one for like 20 years. I don't always think about it, so I don't always remember I want to order it, but when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this is going in my cart. So I bought it, and that was full price. That was 99 cents, but I don't know what they normally go for. I'm pretty sure they're more than 99 cents. Alrighty, so yes, the card makers are They are very popular in the card making community, or at least they were maybe 10 years ago. I might be behind the times. I don't know. So, okay, so yeah, it does hold the stems of the flowers. Do you put this down in the bottom with the water and the stems stick on it, I guess? I don't know. I don't know anything about flower arranging. So, that is very cool. So I went ahead and picked up some books that I thought I could use in crafting. And like I said, the hardcover books were $2.99, but you can get 4 for $2.99, and that's a really good deal. So let me show you some of the books I got to use in crafting in no particular order. This is a hymnal I picked up, and this was 4 for $2.99. And I just thought I could use the paper as music paper. I've been wanting to find old sheet music or an old music books, but I thought this would be great. And there we go. So I thought I could use it. And then even if you cut it and put something over it, you would not be even able to tell that it is a hymnal if just the ends are showing. So it doesn't have to be just for Christian cards. So that is pretty cool. So I thought that would be really neat. It looks practically brand new. It is a very, very nice book. I don't know where I'm going to put these things when I'm done with them. They're going on the floor. And then this book was was considered a paperback. This is copyright 1979, and it is the Complete Guide to Gardening. Maybe it'll tell me about how to use the frog. Okay, and I didn't get it for gardening. I got it for these big photos of flowers. I thought they would make great envelopes. In order to make an A2 size envelope, I need a piece of paper. I think that's 8 inches square, 8 or 8.5, I don't remember. And this book measures 9 by 9.5. So these are perfect sizes to use to make the envelopes. And it also has some really neat charts and black and white pictures that would be good for junk journaling and things like that. So I thought that would be really cool that I could cut apart and share. But the solid ones I think I'm going to use to make envelopes, because I think there's quite a few in here and I think they would be really pretty. Even this one, I could cut the extra inch off of that edge. And some of these would be good on cards, and like I said, they'd be great for junk journaling. I have an Etsy account, and I was thinking of maybe putting together some packs of ephemera for sale, so I'm not sure. So it's like, look at that beautiful rose. That would go great with that rose card that I made a couple weeks ago in a live. You know, I do think it's 8.5 inch square. I'd have to check on my envelope punch board and see. I don't remember, but anyway, it is the perfect size. It's bigger than I need. We have these gorgeous big pictures that I thought would be just awesome to make envelopes with. And then the other ones are great for junk journaling or for backgrounds. Like, look at that beautiful butterfly. That would be great on an envelope. And then even something like this would be good on an envelope. So anyway, that is beautiful. That would go so good with that other card. Let me see if I can reach the other card. There we go. That card. Like, that is perfect. Is it not the perfect envelope for that card? Now, this card's bigger than an A2, so I'm going to have to see if I can make it. I could possibly, look, it will fit in there on a diagonal. I could possibly make that envelope. That would be perfect. I mean, you can't ask for a better match, I don't think. So there is that book. And then I got this book. This book is huge. It's the best of Norman Rockwell. Now the cover, the dust cover is all bent up. But again, we have humongous poster-size pictures that I thought would be great for envelope making. I love that. Or even to frame and hang on the wall. All these great pictures. They're just so cool. And the paper is super thick. And then this was paper, or not paperback, but hardcover. So this was $4 for $2.99. Someone do the math and tell me, $1.33? No, less than $1. What's $2.99 divided by 4? I can't do math on the fly. Where's Todd when I need him? But anyway, these are just awesome. I love it. So I thought all of these pictures would be great to use as envelopes or whatever. So that is really cool. And then I picked up some two vintage encyclopedias. They had the whole set, I think, or a whole bunch of them. I told her if she made me a deal on them, I would take them all. But these were for $3.99. And I just thought, first of all, excuse me, I love this patterned paper here. I need to take a drink. Thank you. 75 cents. Well, that's a pretty good deal, 75 cents for one of those books. And this is dated, first of all, I love the pictures. This is copyright, where am I looking at? 1949. 1950 and 1951. So these are really old and just beautiful images. I love even the text pages. They're great for backgrounds, great for junk journaling. And I just randomly picked two off the shelf. I thought they were really cool. And they have that old book smell, but they're not really stinky, if you know what I mean. But I love these old photos. Of course, the dog, that might have had something to do with the reason I picked this one. Yeah, if she would have sold me the whole thing for like $10 or something, I probably would have bought the whole thing. And I love this patterned paper in the back. So then here's the other one. Same set. I should go back and talk to the manager and see if she'll make me a deal on the whole set. He or she. They were really trying to clear out their books. They have so many, and these are all on a bottom shelf. And I don't know that anybody is going to buy these for $3 a piece. But I love them. They're so cool. So I grabbed those two because I had to make 4, you know, to make it even. And these books are mixed up from the 2 trips that I went on. I found these 2 and they are considered paperback. So these were 25 cents each. And these are vintage cookbooks. And this is the Betty Crocker Back to Homemade. And some of the pictures in here are really cool. Some of, like the old, I love the pineapples up at the top. And the apples, and then the old ad. I was looking really for like old, like we talked about last time, the old Sears catalog or something like that. But of course I couldn't find anything like that. But I thought these were really close to that they have that vintage feel. And then this here is what, 10 points, 10 Betty Crocker points. I've never seen Betty Crocker points. That's really cool, and you can collect the whole set in those little things. And this one, this is the one that caught my eye first, the Spin Cookery, because it is very vintage. Copyright 1968. And the pictures in here are just really cool. This is the one I love, the pictures. And the colored paper. I mean, all these vintage pictures are just amazing to me. And that's why I got it, is just for that vintage feel. And the blender is so cool. Oh, I love those cookies. I want some cookies. So anyway, I thought this was so much fun to have. And then these are sealed with, or, you know, put together with staples, and you could take the staple out and then the pages will come out cleanly. And like, look at that back cover. That is amazing. I love it. Those are going to be so much fun to play with. Yes, the lines of fruit could be borders. This book, I needed another paperback, and this is not vintage. It's called Seven. This was actually at Ollie's for $2.99, but I got it for a quarter. The reason I picked it up was because of all of these really cool images. I thought they'd be great on cards or for background paper. They're just so cool. And I'll just kind of flip through it. We have a map. That I thought was really cool. That would be great on a birthday card. And just really cool. Like, I love rainbows. That would be just awesome. I just think these papers would be so cool just to use as, you know, pattern paper. And they are nice and thick. They're shiny. They are so cool. Love them. And then there's all, I think each of the pictures relate to the number 7 in some way, because there's an answer key in the back. And one of them, I missed it, is George Costanza from Seinfeld. And if anyone knows that 7 reference, let me know in the comments. And there's photo credits, and then there's somewhere there is an answer key. Yeah, there's an answer key. I didn't look through it to see how they related to 7. I just liked the pictures. And then I found some children's books that I thought were neat. This one I grabbed. I loved this page, and I just thought this was really cool. This one I grabbed just to round out my 4 for 99 cents. So this was a quarter. Even though it's a hardcover, it is cool. And I just thought some of these images were really bright and pretty, and for a quarter, why not? Like, that would be great background paper. You can use that for water. And I love the words on these pages. So got that book. And this is a vintage children's book that I thought was so cool. Now it is damaged a bit. The binding is damaged. This is Stranger Danger, and I just love the illustrations in here, and it just reminds me of a neat book. And you've got your chart. Don't talk to strangers. Don't go near a stranger's car. Don't take candy or money or anything else from a stranger. If a stranger follows you by car or on foot, do yell help as loud as you can. Do run to the nearest place where there are other people. Don't run to a lonely place. If you're home alone, don't open the door for anyone, and don't tell anyone on the phone that you are home alone. I love it. But I love these images. They are so pretty, the illustrations. And then here is the chart in the back, the do's and don'ts for stranger danger. I just thought that was really cool. I never had that book as a kid. Tell me what your favorite children's book is, if in the comments. I have a favorite, and it is The Monster at the End of This Book by Grover. My absolute favorite book in the world. And I always look for the little golden books when I'm at the thrift, because the old ones are worth some money at times, and the illustrations in them are so cool. But I did not see any. I found some new ones, but not the old ones. This book I got at the other Goodwill. I got this book and I got The Frog at the same Goodwill. They did not have a sale on the books. And this was, I paid $2.99 for it. Hello, Norma in Australia. I'm just showing off my thrift store book finds. The Gingerbread Man, yes. I've never heard of The Giving Tree. That's really cool. Now, this book really smells old. And the latest copyright on this one is 1949. It's in great shape except for this crinkled front page. And you'll see why I got it. Look at these maps. It is amazing. It's an atlas, obviously, so it's a book of maps. And this would be great on cards. The sheets are also large enough to make envelopes. So this page is 9 inches by 11. So this would be really great. Envelopes or background paper for cards. I'm laughing. I had to stop in the middle of my thought and about the MR ducks, because I love MR ducks too. MR not. I love, love, love that saying, and it drives Todd crazy. Love it. Hand, finger, thumb. I'll love you forever. The house that Jack built. Chicka chicka boom boom. I've heard the term chicka chicka boom boom, but I didn't realize it was a book. And I'm guilty. I never read Black Beauty, but I know I had a friend who loved horses, and she loved that book. Another one of my favorite childhood books, as now the monster at the end of this book is, a little kitty book, but was the Boxcar Children. I loved that series. I wanted to live in that series. I love the different maps of South America. That is just so cool. Each one is great for a card. And it's just awesome. And of course, this is so old, it doesn't have, it has the regular Germany, and it also has the Soviet Union. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to find the page where Germany is. I looked at it the other day because I was trying to think what would be different on the map from the 1950s to now. Where did it go? Where is Germany? Here it is. We have the Low Germany, Middle Germany, and Upper Germany. And then here is, they're just calling this Little Russian, Great Russian. So that's kind of cool. So that's a little bit different than the maps would look today or be labeled today. That's kind of cool. Anyway, there we go. I love this. This I could look through over and over, and I'm not really a geography buff or anything like that. Oh, that's funny, Shannon. I hate having to know my passwords. Oh, New Zealand and Australia. Okay, let me see. Let me see where we have those in here. You're going to put me on the spot. Okay, this is America, North and South America. France and Spain. We're getting there. We're moving over that way. We have South Africa. We have Madagascar. That's really cool. China and Asia. Southern Japan. We're getting, oh, now we're Tasmania. So here we go. Here we go. Here we have Australia. The Philippine Islands. Let's go back this way. Tasmania. I just love the word Tasmania. We have New Zealand. What did we ask for? New Zealand. There we go. New Zealand. And that we have the North Island and the South Island. Very cool. I love these maps. And look, this is the Pacific, so that's really cool. We have our Australia over here. I love this map. It is just amazing. And New Zealand down at the bottom. Very cool. This is so neat. And we're very far away. Crossing the Pacific. You're in the last page of the maps. And these I thought would be neat as background paper too, with all that little print. You're at the bottom of the North Island. So let me go back to the North Island. This is kind of fun. So we have the bottom of the North Island, which would probably be this section. That is so neat. So now I can pinpoint where you are. That is so cool. Very, very cool. I'm trying to pinpoint where this piece would be. Or where these are, you know. That's cool though. Love it. Love it. All right. That was fun. I got to pinpoint where the viewers are. And they had these books in the children's section near Wellington. Okay, I'll pull that back out in a second and look up Wellington. They had these books. I went ahead and they only had these 5. I went ahead and got all 5 because they were $0.25 a piece because these were in the kids' books. And they are just really cool. I love all of the illustrations, and then even the text is really neat. And these are from, I'm not sure what the copyright is on these, but they are pretty awesome. So I have 5 of these. I thought these pages would just be fun to cut apart and use. They're pretty awesome. All right, let me go back to this. So we have the bottom of the North Island, Wellington, Christchurch. I need my magnifying glass. Oh, I see Wellington. That is cool. And I wonder if this shows any of that. No. Okay. But anyway, there's Wellington down there. That is pretty cool. So in relation to where we are, it is here. And then of course we're way over here. Or way over there if you go all the way around. If you take the long way around. Banks Peninsula. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like it. Hopefully when things open up, I would love to travel again. I've not been to Australia. I've only been to close places, Mexico and stuff like that. I'm not even going to try to say the name of that city. The other W word. Let's see. I don't think so. I'll put it up real close, see if you can see it. I don't see that other long word that starts with a W. Greytown, Cartertown, or Carterton, Muskerton, upper something, I can't read it, upper something and lower something, Johnsonville, Flat Point, Castle Point, $15 hours to fly. Yes, and it is a long, long way. Look at the inset up to the left, too far north. Up in here, oh, here's Wellington. Okay, it is on here. Let's see. So we have Wellington there. Port Nicholson. There we go. Is that the long W word? Yeah, maybe that's it right there on that little curve. I think that's the long W word. Yes, I think that would be, that's what it looks like to me. I can't say that. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I saw your phonetic spelling, but I still couldn't. Yeah, on the right of the harbor in the yellowy area. Yep. That's it on the map. That is cool. Very cool. I will remember that. That is really neat. And let's see. Then I found some textbooks, and they counted them as children's books, so they were 4 for $1. This is School Friends. It's a social studies book, but it's copyright 1978, so it's not too old. But I loved some of the illustrations in here. I thought they were really cool. And this is neat, this map page. I just thought they would be really pretty to use on cards or, again, for junk journals, things like that. Just kind of fun. Wainuio Martyr. Wainuio Martyr. Oh my goodness. I'm probably saying that wrong. I shouldn't even try. And this book I picked up because of the zebras, the purple and orange zebras. I love the cover of this. I would love to just frame this picture. And this is called Trophies. It's like a language arts book. It had a bunch of stuff taped to the front page, and I took it off and I erased the kids' names that was on here. But I love purple and I love zebras, so I thought the cover of this was just one of my favorites. And it is just a reading book, a reader, and I thought it was just fun. The pages are neat. They're very thin, reminds me of, typical textbooks when I was a kid. Very awesome. And I love this type of page, like the test prep, questions. Very cool. Love it. And I just thought that was really neat, and it would be fun to use the pages. And again, we have some vocabulary power. I love like the textbook stuff like that. Just really neat. And then this paper, this marbled orange paper, is so cool. And I don't know if you can tell in the camera, there you can see it a little bit. It's got like a holographic background. It's very cool, but I love the cover. It is so awesome. The purple zebras with the orange background. I have 2 more textbooks. This one here is Exploring Regions of the Western Hemisphere. And again, we have maps in the front. 1971 is the copyright. So here we have New Zealand and Australia down there. And we have Janet in Ireland. So she's over there. So I thought the maps were neat, again, for different You know, you could use them on a card or whatever, but it's just the typical neat textbook text and illustrations that I thought were cool. I just thought it was really neat. Very neat. And here we have some of the more larger pieces of map. I thought it was cool, and it was a children's book, so for 25 cents, I mean, you can't go wrong. Even this, the inside covers are really, really cool. That's really neat for an art journal. I didn't think about that. I don't know what a glue book is, though. What is a glue book? A book that you glue stuff in? I don't know. Now, my two favorite books are last. This one I could not help but get. I love this. Stories from India, Folklore of the World. And it's obviously very old. And they have all these other stories. I would love Stories from Italy. That would be my favorite out of here, I think. But Stories from India, and it's copyright 1961. And I just thought it was so cool. I just love the pages, the text. I didn't read all the stories, so before I cut it up, I have to read the stories if I cut it up. But I love the illustrations. They're just so, so cool. And I just thought this was really a neat little book. It's not in perfect condition, as you can see. It is, the spine is cracking, but I thought it was really neat. If I ever see this in any other countries, I will grab them. And again, this was for $4, so this was a quarter. I have some other books that I had set aside because I bought them for gifts for someone, so I didn't bring them out for my live. Okay, like anything, old ads, pictures, stuff that you like a junk journal, probably. Similar to a junk journal. This might be my favorite book that I got. There were two of them there, and I only got one, and I went back yesterday hoping they would still have the other, but it was gone because I wanted to get both of them. This is Today's Basic Science, book number 1. The Scientist Observes. And let me see if it has the copyright. 1967 is the latest copyright. But the illustrations in here, like the 4 seasons, that would be great for cards. And then in the South, the 4 seasons, they pretty much all look the same, except one has rain. And like that would be great on a Christmas card. And there's just these great ones, but oh my gosh, these get better. These little kids digging for bugs. I love it. It's the old airplanes, which I thought was neat. The old school bus. Love it. Love the illustrations in here. And it gets better, I promise. We have the cactus, the big round earth. Here's more of the 4 seasons, or different snow, leaves, rain, and the ball. Things come down, that's gravity. And the space stuff. I love this. Look at this. This is so awesome. This might be my favorite page in the book. I just love it. Just the artwork, the illustration is just so cool. I am so glad it's working, Shannon. Yeah, I could scan them in. You're right, especially my favorite ones. Oh, I should check the library. That's a good idea. My library one time had books for 10 cents. That would be really cool. But I love the retro science and like the old plane. And here's some more of the space. Love it. Love, love, love this. And then we have, animals, which are great. I love the giraffes. I wonder if they have zebras. I didn't look at all the animals to see if we have zebras. I bet they didn't have purple zebras. We have a dog feeding her babies. We have plants and cactus and a bicycle and a tricycle. I ride a tricycle, but not like that. Speaking of bicycle, the week of Father's Day, starting on Father's Day and ending the following Saturday, is the Great Ohio Bicycle Adventure, or this year it's called the Western Ohio Bicycle Adventure, WOBA. And if you guys ride a bike, you should come to Ohio and check us out. If Todd's listening, maybe he could put the link in the discussion for WOBA. I am their communications director and will be volunteering all week on ham radio. I kind of got shanghaied into doing that job. I used to ride it. You ride about 50 miles a day and you camp overnight. It is so much fun. You're right, Shannon. I could resize anything that's scanned, especially some of these beautiful illustrations that I just love, love, love. This might be another one of my favorite, the old kitchen. I love it. And the appliances, I just love it. And the old sewing machine. And of course, the mom's doing that. And then the dad's out in the garage he's out in the yard doing yard work. He's doing stuff in the garage. He's got his corded razor, not a cordless. I love it. That's like my second favorite pages. See, that would be great for a Father's Day card. Love it. Those are cool. That reminds me of going to Hoover Dam in Lake Mead. Anyway, this is pretty awesome. I just love the illustrations in this book. I love this one too, the street view. Anyway, that is cool. That might be my favorite. I wish they had the second one. I would have grabbed it. I'm going to take a sip of my drink, and then I have Echo Park to open. Oh, first I have Happy Mail. Let me do my Happy Mail first, and then my Echo Park. I got this. I have two things, and they're both from Creativity Swaps, Happy Mail and Friendship. And this one here is from Remy. I love the beautiful holographic envelope. I did kind of cheat and open them because I wanted to make sure they were safe for showing on a live. And she did send me some drink sticks, blue raspberry, orange, green apple, and High C. These are from, I always wish for these on the wishes. In the group, we do wishes every other Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays a month. And then this is a random act of kindness. And she said that she got these stickers for me a while ago, and she thought they went missing. She found them while she was cleaning her room, and these are awesome. Look at the round bling. I love it. I do not have these, so that is cool. I have seen them on a video, though, I think. I've seen them before, but I don't own them, so love it. And those will be put to good use. And I will reuse this envelope, of course. I love to reuse packing supplies whenever possible. Hoover Dam is awesome. I love it. And Remy lives in the Las Vegas area, so I'm sure she has been to Hoover Dam. We love going to Las Vegas. It's one of my favorite places to go. And this here is from Shannon. And I hid her address. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally flash an address. And she had this. This was packed in, I threw it away, but it was packed in a graham cracker box, and then the inside is packed in a chocolate bar box. Now that is very mean, because Shannon, if you send me something that looks like a chocolate bar, I want the chocolate bar. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, this is from Shannon. We have this gorgeous card, and she said this was for a magnet swap, and she said that she sent me that because she knows I recycle Christmas cards, which I do, and it is really nice. I'll probably hang this on my wall for a while, and I probably won't recycle it. I'll put it in my book of things that I got from viewers and that sort of thing. She made me 2 magnets, and she says, let's see, I call the small one Little Sleepy Guy. The larger one is Hoot Hoot. I hope you enjoy them. You're welcome to share them on your channel. And then she says, I'm writing this on a leftover Christmas card because I know you like to recycle them. So yes, so I probably won't recycle that, Shannon, because that's from you. But here's the fake candy. Very, very mean, Shannon. Oh, so see, Shannon, you know how it feels, right? I saw people talking about the Posh Paper Ladies bubble envelopes. I'm going to have to check that out. And here are the 2 beautiful magnets she made. And she said, I forgot what the names were, Hoot Hoot and Little Sleepy Guy. So here we have Little Sleepy Guy. Very cool. And Shannon, are these, how did you make these? Are they crocheted? I can't tell. It looks like they're on felt. They're stiffened, I think. And of course, purple is my favorite color, so I love that guy. And look at this guy. That's Hoot Hoot. And I do love owls. And I collect magnets. I should put a picture of my fridge up in the group because it is full of magnets. We get magnets every place we go. And I mean, from top to bottom, it is full. I'm going to have to find room for these guys. I do have room for these guys, actually. They're crocheted. They are beautiful, and that is such beautiful work. I absolutely love them. And I will put them either on my fridge or maybe on my file cabinet in my office so they would stand out. and then stiffened and glued to felt. Okay, I thought that was felt on the back. That's what threw me off of them being crocheted. That is really, really pretty. And I sent my partner 2 magnets that I made. Let me grab this down. I think one of them was one of these butterflies and the other one was the owl. And these are the diamond painting stickers, and I stuck them to a magnet sheet and cut it out. So that's what I did. So your owls were pretty close to what I sent to, I don't remember who my partner was. I have so many swaps. I'm pretty addicted to all of that swapping. But these are beautiful. Thank you so much, Shannon. You did such a great job. I love them. So cool. And then I might have to send someone the candy just to tease them a little bit. All right, so we have the happy mail out of the way. And now, actually, I don't, thank you, I do love them. And I don't really eat a lot of chocolate. I'm trying to be good, so it's probably better to not have chocolate. These are the goodies that were in my Echo Park thing. I was able to use the code CRAFT10 on this order because they sent me one of these in my last order, so I saved 10%. This was from the very latest warehouse sale, not the mystery box. This was right after the mystery box. It was stuff that you pick, you know, and it's at a reduced price. Let me get a little drink and we will move on. I'm drinking tonight Coke Zero. Let me know what you're drinking. Maybe it's more fun than Coke Zero. I love Coke Zero. Cherry Coke Zero is my favorite type of pop or soda, depending on what you call it where you are. Let me know if you call it pop or soda. And I also drink the Ultra Monsters, the zero sugar. I drink those in the morning for my caffeine boost. I do like dark chocolate. I like milk chocolate better. And I like peanut butter cups the best. So I ordered these snowflake dies because I don't have a lot, and snowflakes are such a fun embellishment to put on recycled cards. And then I also got these stamps because I thought these two would coordinate together. So I thought that would be really neat, and I don't remember what I paid for those. I could maybe get my sheet. Let me roll over this way. I fixed my microphone cord, so I do have more room to move around. It just takes me a minute to get it together. Water or coffee? I like tea. I drink a lot of tea. All right, so those things, let's see. The stamp set, oh, you know, this doesn't have the sale price. Was $5 regular price, or their regular price, and the dies were $5. That might have been the right price. And then I got 2 of these sticker books. These were $5 each. I got the fall sticker book, and I think there might be 2 sheets of each set of stickers in here. And I thought they were fun. I don't have any of their sticker books, but I do have a lot of their sticker paper, or I mean their fall paper that these would go great with. And the borders, and that starts again at the beginning. So there's 2 of each. And I thought $5 was a really good price. And this one here is Summertime. And I don't think I have the paper called Summertime, but you know, their things go so well together that it would go with most of the other things that they have. I like the ice cream truck. I have a stamp of an ice cream truck, so that would be cool. Little banners, some letters. And see, those are great for sentiments on cards and the borders, and then we're back to the beginning. So that's pretty cool. It's 1 a.m. in the UK. All right, well, good night, Leslie. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Sleep well. And then they had these, I think these were $10 if you bought 4, the 6x6 pads. And let's go ahead and open these up. I got to get my little blade out. So we have, I got Winter Magic, Gingerbread Christmas, because I don't have Gingerbread Christmas. Same thing with Farmhouse Christmas and Lumberjack Christmas. I don't have any of these in the big collections. So I went ahead and grabbed these. They didn't have them in the big collections during this sale. If they ever do, I will buy them, I'm sure. It's just a matter of time before I buy everything they have. So this is the Lumberjack Christmas. I love the black chalkboard. And these are cute little cut-aparts. They would be great for tags. And I do like the ornaments on the back. The Christmas trees are cool. These are also good for tags or just for a small spot on a card. And then back to the beginning. So that pad is kind of neat. You have the Lumberjack too. Yes, that's a fun paper pad. This is Farmhouse Christmas. You know, Farmhouse right now is so popular, the style of Farmhouse. The decor, Farmhouse decor is so popular. This is so pretty, the white poinsettias. Love that. And these cute little cut-aparts, which again would be great on tags. And then those little mini tags. And these are all, of course, double-sided papers. And, you know, you can always use the wood side for just about anything. It doesn't have to be Christmas. We have wreaths and stars. I like the stockings. That is really cool. And this one here, I love this white poinsettia. So these papers are really neat. And then back to the beginning. That is fun. Then this is the Gingerbread Christmas. Swedish woven hearts from Christmas papers like these. I'm going to have to look that up, Shannon. I don't know about Swedish woven hearts. I think I know. I may know what you mean. I think I think I know what you mean, because then you have the heart and just the square part on the bottom's woven, I think, not the top corners, I think. That's what I'm picturing anyway. These gorgeous gingerbread houses. I love gingerbread houses. And these little cut-aparts, again, would be great for tags. These are gumdrops on the back here. That's really cool. And the Santas. I like that. The Christmas trees. Oh, the candy cane. That is awesome. I love candy canes. Trident used to make a layers gum called candy cane. It was my favorite, and they don't make it anymore. If I had known they were stopping it, I would have bought everything I could find. Yeah, I bet. I'm going to have to look those up, Shannon, and maybe do them on my channel. Yeah, okay, like the bottom part of the heart, you know, the square parts woven. Okay, that's what I pictured in my mind. I just didn't know what it was called. We have the ribbon candy, which is so much fun. I like these stockings. And the poinsettias. The kitchen, that is really cool. And even some of these patterns don't have to be for Christmas. And then we're back to the beginning. This one is Winter Magic. I do have some other winter pads, and I think these papers will go with them. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what I have with Echo Park, and I have a spreadsheet in Google Docs listing everything that I have so I can keep track. Hi, Michelle M. You forgot it was Monday Night Live. I'm glad you remembered too. Oh, yes, go get your ice cream. Bring back enough for all of us, okay? And we have some snowflakes. That is so pretty. And these cut-aparts. This is a gorgeous pad. We have the ice skates. And then this floral is so pretty. Love it. And the snow globes. I love snow globes. And then look at that. It's like snow with the bouquet on it. Oh, that's so pretty. And the trees. Oh, I love this pad. I need it in the big size. I'm going to have to watch for this pad to come in the big. And then that's all the, like the bouquet. I think that's how you say bouquet. And this ombre snowflake page. Very cool. I love this. Reminds me of a Christmas sweater. I love that pattern. And the snow angels are cool. And then I think we're back to the beginning. Love it. That pad is gorgeous. I didn't realize that would be so pretty. Okay, now we're on to big pads of paper. And we have the Happy Halloween. And I don't think I have this pad, but I will open it up and do a flip through. This is really cool. I love the colors in it. And these were, I think if you bought 10, they were $5 each. However many I bought, they were $6.25 each. In that second range, because I did not see 10 that I really liked or that I didn't already have. So we have some cut-aparts, and we have 2 of each page, except for this, because that's on the back of that. So we have those cut-aparts. We have some Halloween words and the bats. We have the spider webs. I don't like spiders or spider webs. We have some green, kind of like graph paper, it looks like. And the colorful bats. And the purple stars. So some of this can be used, you know, anytime. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Like these polka dots could be used for anything. Same with the back. Now these are spider webs. Very cool. And then the pumpkins. And the sticker sheet. I like the witch's legs. I think that one is really cool. And I do like the house, the haunted house. So I will put this back in its container. I will show you a trick. I've showed this before. So you have your bag, and this side here is sticky that folds up. It's really hard. I find it really hard to put my paper back in if the sticky side is up. So I fold it over on itself, and that way it still opens and it's not sticky. And then I put my paper in. And then I unfold this and close it. So that works out really well. It's kind of a cheat, a hack. I do like the witch's legs. They are cute. And then here we have Hello Fall. Oh, I wonder what these are. Is this Hello Fall? No, this is, yeah, this is Happy Fall. So it's not quite the same, but it's close. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and open this one up. And I'm gonna just go ahead and fold that over now. So we have here Hello Fall. And on the back of this, we have these cut aparts. I like that owl. He's cute. Feels like fall. And that's what's on the back, some chevrons. We have these really pretty fall leaves. That's a really cool piece of paper. And on the back is that design. We have these larger cut aparts, the 4x4. I like the fox. I have paper with just pretty much that same fox on it. We have the polka dots on the back. I love the trees. They are so cool. Love it. And then we have the plaid on the back. Or a small kind of buffalo check, I guess. This one here is going to be one of those where I can't decide what side I want to use. We have all the words and those cool leaves on the back. And the trucks that are so popular. And then that plaid on the back. I know their collections go so well together. I love it. But yet each one is different. So that's what's really cool. I love this tree. Then we have the cute raccoon and the fox, the owls. It's just a great, this is a great paper pack. And it will coordinate with all of the other fall paper packs that I have. The Echo Park ones. Let's put this back. Let's see if I can get this to go in. There we go. I've gotten better about putting these back. I used to have a really hard time with it. But once I have discovered folding that sticky edge over, they work really easy. And this one is a little different for me. It is called Rustic Elegance. It's a little out of my typical style. This is Cartabella. But I thought it was pretty, and I thought the florals were pretty. And it is, I think, more of a wedding theme. So yeah, we have Mr. and Mrs. So it is a wedding theme. And we have, this is Cartabella. The papers are thicker. I think there's only one of each in here, and they are textured. Cartabella, the Cartabella line, the paper is so beautiful. Love this floral down at the bottom. So pretty. And then we have that on the back. So, so pretty. And then we have these little tags and cut aparts, or it can be just used as a background. Love it. And then the chevron on the back. The stripe is so cool, and look how well that goes together. And the dots. Oh, I have some sheets of that owl and the fox. And Francis, yes, I use the 2.5 gallon Ziplocs as well. I like it because I can put bulkier items in with it, like if I have matching ribbon or matching stickers. If I have a whole bunch of stuff like that, I'll put it in the big one. And I always used to put it in the 2.5 gallon bags. But since I've practiced putting them back in here, they fit in my plastic drawers better. And the Dollar Tree has the 2.5 gallon bags. I think you get 5 in there for $1. They might be the Hefty brand. I'm not sure. I just bought a box the other day. These are little mason jars. They are so cool. And then that looks like confetti on the back. I love this. That is so pretty. See, like, though I don't know how to cut these apart and use them. You know what I mean? I'm not elegant. I'm cutesy, but not elegant. But I'm going to have to practice on these things. We have the pretty back. Then we have this gray pattern. It reminds me of a man's shirt again. And this pink, and it's kind of mottled, I guess you would say. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Then we have some of these cut aparts. Some would be great for weddings. Here you could circle the date. That would be really pretty. Happily Ever After. And then that on the back. And these hearts. And then we have the words. You are the air that I breathe. It's just kind of like love notes on the back. Yes, I ordered during the pandemic. Well, we still have the pandemic, but before I was vaccinated and didn't go out anywhere, I ordered a bunch on Amazon of those 2.5 gallon bags. We have all of these cute cut aparts. This is good if I need to make wedding cards. So that would be great to have on hand. This is a gorgeous piece of paper. Love the floral. And it's just kind of a grayish black on the back. And this is just a big wedding, you know, like marriage certificate. And then that is on the back. That would be good for like a scrapbook page, probably. And then here are the stickers. Crichton's very excited. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He is a little crazy. Here is the sticker sheet. We have just some really cool stickers, and we have some letters so you could put their name or something like that on it. This would have been a nice pack to do when I was doing the 50th wedding anniversary book for my mother-in-law and father-in-law a few years ago. I do have a video of that. I don't know if any of you have seen it, a flip through. I don't think I did a video of me actually making it, but I did a flip through. And see, I ruined this one. It's coming apart. I do have extra of these bags though, and I can always put that in. Yes, that floral does look like fabric. It's beautiful. And then now this is me and my style 100%. This is Summer Bliss, one of the few summer packs I think that I don't have. I can't imagine that they still have packs that I don't have. Although I almost always buy from the outlet. I don't have a lot of their current and new stuff because the prices on the outlet are so good. We have the bicycle. And on the back here, we have the cut-aparts. There's the summer bucket list. That's really cute. I love the bright colors. The bicycle, the bird. And we have a second page of cut-aparts, and then that's what's on the back. And we have these wonderful fun, there's 2 sheets of each of these. We have these wonderful fun iced confections, some popsicles and ice cream cones with this great wood on the back. This is really pretty. It looks like a floral, but it's birds. That's gorgeous paper. I love that. That's really neat. And then the yellow polka dots. And the fun flip-flops. They are so cool. And that paper, which reminds me of water. We have the bicycles, which I love. And the orange zigzag or chevron. It's more of a zigzag, I guess, than a chevron. Yes, I think she was thrilled to receive it. We took it to Florida, the scrapbook. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a very old video of mine. It was huge. We put it in a carry-on suitcase and carried it on the plane. And I'm telling my husband, don't forget it. Don't forget it. Be really careful with it. I mean, we were so scared that it was going to, something was going to happen to it on the way. I don't know if I said in the video how many hours I put into that. Probably maybe 100 hours or 125 hours, I think. It took a really long time. I had a lot of the family sending me pictures and notes, and of course I had to ask them things, you know, because they're my in-laws. I didn't know them when I was a kid, so I didn't know all the little kid stuff. And just all kinds of history from the family. It was really a lot of fun to put together, but it was very labor intensive, but I loved it, every minute of it. It was really cool. We have this diagonal print, which is neat, and this yellow. And of course, don't go look for it now. Wait till after the live. And then we have the sticker sheet. That's really cool. Love the sunshine. And the little fish. That's really a neat paper pack. Alrighty, and I will put this away. That was all that I ordered in their latest warehouse sale. I always try to get at least $50 worth of stuff so I can get free shipping. I love free shipping. So I will set all of these down. I don't know if you guys can hear my bird. He is not right in the head. He is crazy. He's a crazy, crazy bird. Put all of these in there. And I will show you this again. If you order, try using that code. I think you can only use it once, but I think anybody can use it as long as you only use it once. This sale is over, I think. Yes, this sale is over, but they have sales so frequently. And you're right, it is easy to spend $50 there. It really is easy. But I always post in the Facebook group whenever they have a sale, unless someone beats me to the post, and then I go shop and then come back and say, yep, you got me, I shopped. I'm a sucker. Every time I think they have a sale, I buy something because I just can't get over it. It's just my favorite thing. I love shopping. I love Echo Park. I'll put these back out. These are so cute, and they're going to go on maybe on my file cabinet or my fridge. And you guys, if I don't put a picture of my fridge full of magnets in the group, remind me, and I will put the picture up there. And let's see, I don't really have anything else for you guys. I do want to show you one thing I did buy. I bought this pack of small white envelopes at the Dollar Tree. Yes, I'm an enabler. These, from what I understand, these are the right size envelopes for mini slimline cards. And the big envelopes, if I can reach over without knocking everything down, these big office envelopes are for the slimline cards, or at least close enough. I don't know if the measurements are exact. So I bought these small ones too. I have a ton of the large ones, but I bought these because I thought it would be fun to use for recycling some of the smaller Christmas cards and making them this size. And then that is one way you guys can use just regular easy envelopes that you get from either the Dollar Tree, the grocery store, Walmart, wherever, normal places. And you can get these as well. But I think this is an easier size to work with. I think a lot of cards can be this size, super easy. So I do have a couple of Christmas cards. We can recycle a couple real quick before we call it a day, if you guys would like. Oh, that would be awesome, Christine. We get them every place we go. Whenever we, go on vacation, the first time we made a new rule, the first time we go, we get a magnet, and the second time we go, now we're getting a Christmas ornament. So we have them from every place that we go. And the whole front of the fridge, and it's a big full-size fridge, it is packed full. The sides of the fridge have magnets that people have sent me, like these owl type things or something like that. That's not necessarily from a destination. It's really cool. The envelopes are, let's see, this little one is 6.5 by 3 5/8. So I've seen several measurements for the slimline. 6x3 is the one I've seen the most. So you take a 6x6 sheet of paper and you fold it in half, and that's how you get that card. So this would be a little bit bigger than that, but it would work. So you'd have a 1/2 inch overhang this way and a 1/2 inch that way. So this would be a 1/2 inch bigger on each side. But that envelope, that's a real easy way to make that envelope work to use for, you know, card making, especially if you are only recycling Christmas cards. You're not really into much of the, you know, scrapbooking, and you don't have all the fancy tools or a bunch of envelopes or whatever. Just grab yourself some of this, a 6x6 thing of plain paper, cardstock, fold them in half, and you've got card bases and cards at a really, really cheap price. Right, it would leave room for dimension. Or you can make it a little bit bigger, you know, if you're cutting it from an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, which is what I'm going to use today because that's what I have handy. So I have these 2 Christmas cards to recycle. This one here, I thought I would cut out, you know, the picture part of it, and it would be about the right size to go on there. And this here is a typical slimline size. It would fit in that envelope. I was doing slimline cards before they were popular because I was recycling cards like these before they had a name, I guess, or before I knew they had a name. So I have my little paper trimmer. I have a couple things I set over to the side here. So I have some white cardstock, 8.5 by 11, and a couple sheets of the red construction paper. So I will make a card base for this guy. Let me see if I have my... I do. I have my scoring board handy. And I need my bone folder. I like to use my regular bone folder rather than the one that came with the scoring board, because the one that came with the scoring board is this guy. And it is so narrow, oftentimes it rips the paper. You can see the difference in the size of those two. So I need to measure how wide I want this. This envelope is 4 1/8. And this card, I could trim it down a little bit. I'm going to cut my paper I'm going to score my paper at 3 7/8, which is just before the 4. Yeah. The reason I like to make A2 cards is because on the 8.5 by 11, you can make 2 cards perfectly. I should have grabbed some, oh, this isn't going to work in this paper trimmer. I should have grabbed some 6x6 pieces of paper. Get this out, this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut down where my line is. At least for these slimline cards, there's not that much waste, but you don't get two clean cards out of it either. You do have some waste. I'm just going to mark on here. So you do have that. Now you could make a gift tag out of that if you wanted, or a mini gift card, or use it for a stamped image. But you really don't have a lot left over to do much of anything with, and you can only get one card per sheet. So I wanted to measure this up on here to make sure it would fit inside the envelope, and it does. So then I have the front of the card that I want to cut off. And I'm going to need to use my bigger paper trimmer. I'm going to just trim this just on the other side of the fold, and I'm going to trim this side in so it matches up. So both red sides are pretty close in size. The length of the envelope is, now you can use an 8.5 sheet of paper, but it is wider. This is 9.5 and by 4 and 1/8. So I do want a little bit of a white border around the edge. So I'm going to trim, there's more blue on the bottom of this than there is on the top. So I'm going to trim a little bit off. Of course, I really didn't plan these cards out very well, so I'm not sure what I'm doing with them yet. I think I'm just going to keep him on the white because he already has that red and that blue border around him, and it is really pretty. It's got a lot of glitter on all those white squares, so I might as well let the card do the work and let it be. I'm going to cut out the sentiment from the inside. Double check the back, make sure it wasn't red or anything cool like that. It's just white, so I'm going to throw it away. You can keep these pieces. The inside of this is a very good texture. It's very soft. I think it would be good for stamping on. They do make, I think it's We Are Memory Keepers makes a paper trimmer that is a paper trimmer and a scoring board. You can use the groove on one of these. Just move this out of the way. I'll use this little piece of paper. Put that on there. You can close this down if you want, or you can leave it open. It doesn't matter. And use your scoring or your bone folder and just use that groove. And then you've got yourself a score line, and it scores quite well. So you can use this style of paper trimmer I think this style of paper trimmer, for that reason, and for the reason that you could put this blade anywhere you want on the paper and start your cut. It doesn't have to cut the whole thing. So if you want to cut a box out of something, you can do that. This is more versatile. I do like the cut that I get from the guillotine cutter better, but it is less versatile because you can only cut and it has to cut the whole length. I have a big tonic 12 by 12 guillotine cutter, which is my very favorite cutter to use, but it's so big I don't use it on my desk here to craft with. So when I cut something big, I usually use this. And then when I cut small stuff, I use this because I just like it. And I like this because you don't have to replace the blades on these. These blades, I find that you have to replace them pretty often. And this one is the Cricut. And it has a little spot on the back where you can put replacement blades. I think I have some replacement blades somewhere. I don't know where they are. And it has the arm that comes out so you can measure up to 15 inches. So it is a very versatile trimmer. I do like the way it cuts. I just prefer the guillotine better for longevity, I guess, for regular cuts. I hope that helps. So here we have this guy, and I'm just going to adhere him down to the card base. I'm almost out of my tape runner. I was going to change it, but then I decided I would just use it until it's gone. And I'm going to line it up and place it down. Okay, that's awesome, Michelle. I did a mixture of cards because I kind of ran out of time. That's my fault. My idea was to do them all homemade, but unfortunately that did not work out. I will put this on the inside after because I think I'll have a scrap of red paper when I'm done. And I think we need to put something on the front of this. Let me put the other one together first, and then I'll get my embellishments out since I don't have them close and handy. Okay, so we have this guy. And I have paper. Let me get everything together here. I am very disorganized. Yeah, I have mine on a dedicated spot, my really big paper cutter on a dedicated spot over on my side table, and it stays in that spot the whole time. Before I did videos, it sat here, from here over there to the very corner of my desk, and it always sat there. And then my workstation was kind of here, and then it was convenient because it was always there. But since I started doing videos, I had to switch up my craft room quite a bit. So I like it because it can cut. I cut thick cardboard with it to store my dies on. And it also cuts thin tissue paper. I mean, it is so versatile. I love, love, love it. But it is very big and clunky. So that's why I keep it in its own spot by itself. I usually keep my scoreboard on top of it, but I just happen to have it underneath my desk. Because I've used it for other videos. So for this card, I'm not going to worry about it being so much 6 by 3. Or let's see. First of all, let me measure this. I might want to do 6 by 3. This measures, the picture part measures 4 3/4 by exactly 3. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go by the measurements of the envelope rather than the 6 by 3 since I'm using a big piece of cardstock. And I could make this one 6 by 3 1/4. That'll work. And let me get my scoreboard here, or I will score it on this guy. So yes, if you have one of these, you don't need a big scoreboard, because a big scoreboard is just another clunky thing. So I forgot what I said, 6 by 3 and something, 3 1/4. I'm measuring the wrong thing. I could do 3 1/4, 3 and maybe 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up here to, there is 3 3/4. What did I say? No, not 3 3/4. Three and a half. Let's go with 3 1/2. And then I could trim a little bit of that off. So I'm going to line this edge up here on the 3 1/2 as if I were going to cut it on the 3 1/2 inch line. I'll go ahead and put that down, put this in my groove, and then just score right along there. And I don't know if you can see that very good. Maybe a little bit. And then you can see how easy that was to score. It went real easy. And I do have watercolor paper. I never really use it. And then you have this piece left over. And then we're going to cut this at 6. And then you have another one of these little mini card. They'd be good for gift tags. You can cut it in half and make 2 gift tags, or just a little, you know, like a gift card that you would attach to a gift. Let me measure this on here and see how it looks on the envelope. I might take a sliver off this edge just to even it up a little bit. That's how much I took off. So yeah, this is a great way to use just regular store-bought envelopes and your Christmas cards to recycle. I might as well use this while we're going here. I'm going to cut him out with the red line. Let me see if I want the red line on there. I'm going to mat it on red, so I don't think it really matters. So I'm going to go right inside that red line. So I'm going to cut off the inner red line. I think I have more of these blades somewhere that I need to look for. This is certainly quieter than my other one. I'm reading the chat here, just catching up on the chat. Oh, that's really neat, the watercolor cards. I would guess that watercolor paper would be cheaper to buy the actual paper and then fold it, but it is very thick, and I don't know how cleanly you can get it to score and fold, although I'm not experienced at that. So one of you guys would probably know much better than me. I have some watercolor markers. That's why I bought watercolor paper, is to play with the watercolor markers. But have I done it? Absolutely not. Okay, so we have this sky, and there's quite a bit of leftover room along the side. But I mean, you could cut it down, and of course, in a perfect world, you could cut the envelope down, and I mean the card base down, and use a different envelope that matches better. But we are going to cater it to these envelopes. And if I cut it down too much, it will look like it's not meant for the envelope. So we're going to mat it on this red. This is just red construction paper. And let me see how wide of a piece I need. Little shorter than 3 1/4. 3 3/8 maybe. And this is 6, so let's go to 5 7/8. So we have that as a mat. Then we have this guy. And then I thought I could use, I have some ribbon here. This really pretty gold. I also have a green, but I'd have to get up to get the green. Let me see if I can get the green. I think the green would be prettier. Luckily, my ribbon's not too far. I'm going to try not to bump my camera. I have several greens. Let me pick all my green ribbons out. I have the green like this, and I also have some sparkly green. I think I might like this green better. The green satin, and then I have sparkly green. All right, you guys. We have number 1, number 2, or number 3. Let me know which one you guys like. I vote for number 1, I think, the green satin. But if you guys tell me I should do something different, then speak up. I know there's a delay in our thing. Oh, you like the gold best. Good night, Francis. I hope you continue to feel well and nothing yucky from the second Moderna. I had both Modernas, and I didn't have any reaction to them at all, so that worked out well. And welcome, Pretty Petal. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. So we have number 1, and Angela, you liked the gold too. Let's see. I quickly shoved the gold away. I think, the gold makes it look more vintage because I think that image looks vintage. Okay, so how about, should I do gold or green? Yeah, I think one of these two. So we have the gold and we have the green. Oh, I like them both. So should we do gold or green? That's a good question. See, this is why I like the lives, because you guys help me. I think the gold looks more vintage. I also have red, but it would match the background. Yeah, I think you're right. It does bring out the light glow up in there. All right, we'll go with gold. And let me just give this a trim. And this is so trendy ribbon. I got this ribbon at Pat Catan's when they were in Washington Courthouse, Ohio, when they were going out of business, and I wish I bought more. I can't believe I didn't buy like all of their ribbon. What's wrong with me? I also got glitter ribbon there, and I didn't buy them out either. I have regrets. All right, so we will stick this down. All right. Oh, I know some people were sick from the second shot, from either that or the Pfizer, and some people had nothing. I may have been maybe a little tired, or kind of felt like I had a flu shot. My arm was sore. Oh boy, was my arm sore. But other than that, I didn't have any bad side effects at all. I am very fortunate. And I fully expected to have side effects. And I was afraid that expecting to have side effects would make me have them, like a placebo effect. But I am fortunate. My husband and I, we got ours the same day, and neither one of us got sick from them. So that is good. Like I said, just a little tired. There we go. I like it. Of course, I'm going to have to put some sort of an embellishment there. Let me straighten this out a little bit more. Put a little bit of this on the back. There we go. All right, and I will put some of this adhesive on the back very carefully. It's really hard to put, I think, to put tape on the back of construction paper because it makes the fibers fall apart. Oh, cool, Jean. That is really neat. I also went to Dollar Tree yesterday. It is right next door to the Goodwill where I got all the books. I love going there because there's Goodwill and Dollar Tree right next door to each other. So there we have that. We have this that I need to cut a piece for, and we'll put it on the inside of the card. And for this, I'm going to use glue. I have my Elmer's glue. This is just regular white Elmer's glue all in an art glitter glue bottle with the fine metal tip. Oh, yes. Yes, I do birthday cards, any kind of card. Any card that there is, I will recycle. Plain cards, thinking of you, birthday, anniversary, wedding, what have you. I love recycling cards. I started recycling cards when I was maybe 16 or so, and I wanted to send out Christmas cards, but I was a broke teenager and I wanted to be cheap, I guess you could say, and I would cut the front off and send them as postcards to people for Christmas. And that's kind of how it started. And then over the years, I started adding embellishments and keeping them as regular cards and that sort of thing. So that's kind of how I evolved into this. I would use them to make gift tags, things like that as well. But my favorite thing to do is recycle Christmas cards like I'm doing. That is my very favorite craft. And look at that, I have that scrap and it fits perfectly. That happens a lot on my regular videos, so now you can see live that it truly does happen. You're right, every store is different. I have 2 Dollar Trees near me. One is bigger. It's the one that's in the smaller town. And I like it better than the other one. But I think the other one has a better craft section. The craft section is smaller, but it has better things in it, I think. So there we have the sentiment in that card. It's amazing how every store has different things. And depending on where I go, I hardly ever go to the one south, as far as there's not much in that town. It's a very small town. And I really only go there to go to the Goodwill and to Dollar Tree. The other one is the big town, I guess you could say. And I go there more often, so it's more convenient to stop in. I have my 12 by 12 drawer full of goodies, and I was going to see if I had an embellishment to put on this card here. I do have some of these. I have some pretty bows. Let me see how those look before I dig too much further. I have these 4 little hollies, which might go pretty good in the corners of this card. I do like the slimline cards. They are really fun. I could put holly in each corner or put one on each end here, or make it like that and maybe put a piece, or use all four. Let's see, I could do this and that, and then make the double in the middle. And let me know what you guys think. What about that? I'm going to leave that on there and set it to the side. Let me know what you guys think about that. I wish you could order reasonable amounts of Dollar Tree stuff. You know, online without humongous shipping costs and stuff. And yes, I do have a video. All right, Shannon, good night. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you. I do have a video where I compare Elmer's with the other glues, or at least talk heavily about it. It is a Christmas card video, and I think the thumbnail has a dog in the Christmas card. But I'm pretty sure that's the video. Oh, thank you, Jean. Oh, I know what I could do. This is a bag that has a bow on it. What if I put the bow on the bag, that red bow? Thank you so much for stopping in, Shannon. I appreciate that you are here. And we are running a little late, so once I'm done with this card, we will finish up, I think. Let me see. I also have bling, of course, as many of you know. I've moved I switched my microphone around a little bit, so it's a little easier to handle. And I can move around a little bit more. This is my big bling box. I'm gonna grab my red bling out of it. But I think I like that on there. I think that looks really cute on that bag. And I thought I would put some red bling there and there. Try turning the holly the other way in the middle. Like that. Or I could even go a little slanted. All right. Oh, what about if I did it this way? I'm not sure, unless I might need to do something completely different there. I do like the red bow there, and I will leave that. I have some red bling that I thought would be good on the top and the bottom of this one. I do have so much bling. I love bling. I like that on there, of course. Okay, so the petals are together. Try green instead of the holly. Green what? I don't know. I'm not sure I like that holly on there. It's kind of a light color. Let me get my glue dots out and put this bow on that thing. These glue dots are from Amazon. They are really cheap. You get a whole bunch of them. They are for balloons and they work really well. They are way cheaper than the brand name of the glue dots. So there we have that bow and we have the red bling. I think I will leave that card be. Now we just need to decide what to do on this card. What if I put this green bow? Let's take these off. Put the green bow there, maybe. See, these are such a light green. I don't think they match it right. Or gold bling or green bling. Okay. Let me get rid of these holly pieces. I have other bling. I have red bling. So let's see. Let's see how the red bling looks. That's the red bling on it. I also have this red tape, the bling tape. And let me see. I have gold bling, believe it or not. And I have green bling. So let's see, let's get my green and my gold. That might be gold. That's gold. I think the gold might not be a good color for this. I have that gold. I have the gold tape, which I think would take away from the ribbon. All right, let me try green bling because I would like to bring out the holly leaves. I have that green. I also have the very light green, but I think the light green's too light. And I have that green. I think I'll go with the green. What do you guys think? Because you're right, there is already a lot of red. Good night, Jean. Thank you so much for coming. I also have a clear. No, I think the clear is too light. I think we'll go with the green. We will put this green. Or what if I put the green on either side of the ribbon? No, I think down the center. We'll go right down the center of the ribbon. I happen to have one extra piece. There we go. And that pulls over some of that green over to the edge. So it kind of looks more like it was meant to be. Alrighty, let me clean off my desk a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I had a blast. I hope you enjoyed my Echo Park haul and all of the vintage books and non-vintage books. You guys gave me some great ideas to do with the books and the pages and everything. I had fun making these 2 cards, so you can use regular envelopes from the office supply. You don't have to buy anything special. This is just regular, the cheap Elmer's glue all, not the school glue. The school glue, it will wrinkle your paper. Do not get the school glue. Get the regular Elmer's glue all. But the Elmer's tip is too wide. You'll end up with too much glue on your paper, and that will wrinkle your paper. So you want to either use something like the fine metal tip, or Amazon sells empty bottles with these fine metal tips. So you want a very fine tip. Or if you have a Tombow adhesive or something like that that you can refill, like this is an art glitter glue bottle that I refilled, something like that to refill it, where you have the super fine tip. That's very important. And I can't tell the difference between this and art glitter glue. And I believe I compared the two on that one video, and it is Merry Christmas cards, and I think there's a big dog on the front, a dog's face, where I talk about the glue. And between this and the art glitter glue, I cannot tell the difference. So, except in the price, a huge price difference. So I love the Elmer's glue. I still have my big old bottle of art glitter glue that I hardly ever use. I should use it up just to, make room on my desk, but I still have that. But I like the Elmer's just as much for paper crafting. Alrighty. And as far as the A2, the 8.5 by 11 cardstock I buy at the office supply store. It's just the regular cardstock that you could get at Walmart or anywhere in the big thick ream of it. It's not the card bases, not anything fancy. The regular envelopes that I buy, the A2 size envelopes, I bought them from someone I know on eBay. He has huge cases of them, and I bought a case of them. But you can buy them at the office supply store as well. They're available. You can also buy boxes of A2 size envelopes on Amazon. So they're readily available. They used to not be as easy to come by, but they are much more readily available these days than they used to be. So I hope everyone enjoyed this crazy live. We looked at old books and old maps and Echo Park, and we even recycled a couple Christmas cards using regular store-bought envelopes, which are pretty awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I do, of course, appreciate all of you. If you haven't subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Click on the bell so you're notified when I upload a video. I try to do a live every Monday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, and I hope you join me for the next one. Also, if you haven't yet hit the thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did. I do appreciate you, and I do appreciate all of my channel members as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.